Welcome to this video. Are you ready for the future? My name is Mariska van Langenberg and for branding I use the Dutchess. It is a nickname that an online marketing friend started calling me about 2 years ago, and it always made me smile. So when I started to think about a name for branding, the Dutchess came up and it simply makes me feel good. What's this webinar about? Well, in the past few years, I've discovered some things that impact all of our lives. They impact my life and they will impact my life even more if I'm not prepared. Most people are unaware of these. Perhaps you are too. I want to share the major discoveries that I made as well as the steps I took to make some drastic changes. I'm not part of the doom and gloom club. Let's make that very clear. I'm not into fear mongering of any kind. In fact, I'm extremely positive by nature. But I'm not blind. I do see what is going on. I've discovered some shocking truths. Truths you don't hear about in schools, you don't hear about on mainstream media. You are not informed by your government, and in their communications you will find nothing of it. And that is on purpose. Let me share some of these shocking truths, but also share what we can do, what you can do. We are living in the Matrix, and perhaps you still remember. It was a movie back in 1999 starring Keanu Reeves. A computer hacker learns from mysterious rebels about the true nature of his reality and his role in the war against its controllers. It was science fiction back in 1999. It is reality in 2016. If you would be aware how many cameras are registering your actions, how many computer systems trace your online activities, and any bank payment that you make using your bank cards, any subscription cards that you're using to enter a facility or something, it's all registered, it's all monitored. And then free energy. Nikola Tesla, back in 1901, that's more than a century ago, patented his free energy concept. This new power for driving world's machinery will be derived from the energy which operates the universe, the cosmic energy, whose central source for the Earth is the Sun, and which is everywhere present in unlimited quantities. In 1933, he announces the discovery to displace fuel in driving machineries. And this will eliminate the need for coal, for oil, gas, or any other common fuels. And this implies that every single place on Earth suddenly can have energy, free or at very low cost. It never happened. Tesla has been stopped, as were the few after him who worked on this phenomenon, this cosmic energy that we all are part of. We are all connected through it and with it. And then there's health and Big Pharma. Back in the 30s, so that's also over 80 years ago, a cure for cancer was found. In a clinical test, 16 people diagnosed with cancer were treated, and all 16 of them were healed. Shortly after the trial, the laboratory was destroyed and the researcher threatened to stop his work. Big Pharma is involved in our food chain. Plants and crops are genetically modified. Our food is being turned into poison. Our drinking water is under control of pharmaceuticals. Medicines that are prescribed keep us sick instead of making us better. Just read all side effects. It's terrifying. Diseases are being released because the cure already is almost ready to get on the market. It's all about making money. It's all about money and control, and keeping people sick makes a lot of money. Vaccines are made mandatory. No more free choice of parents, and more poison is being injected in our children. The next step is to implant chips in everyone, so there can be full monitoring of every single step you make. Modification of our food has already caused fertility of men to heavily decrease. Less and less babies are born, and less people are easier to control by the elite. And that brings me to our monetary system. All of the money is controlled by a very small elite group, the Rothschilds, Rockefellers and Morgans of this world. That is 1% owning 90% and more of all the money in the world. Every economic or financial crisis is carefully unseen. Right before the 2008 financial crisis, this elite withdrew their funds. And when people started to lose their homes, they used their wealth to acquire even more for pennies on the dollar. Central banks keep printing money without anything to back it up. And if you take a loan from your bank, you'll get some numbers added to your account and you start paying interest on money that the banks never had to begin with. It is plain insanity. A world made into slaves of debt, close to full control. The world has so much debt that it is impossible to ever repay that. It will never happen. Just think about that, while every second more debt is added. The ultimate goal of this elite, the Rothschilds, Rockefellers and Morgans, is to get to one new world order, full control. It is not about wealth. They have humongous amounts of wealth. It all is about control. Here you see a picture of this domination pyramid. At the bottom, there's the people, there's the planet and all living things. Right above that, corporations. Right above the corporations, there are the banks. And above the banks, we have the national central banks. And above the central banks, the international central banks, the World Bank and the IMF. And right above that, there's the central bank of the central banks, the Bank for International Settlements. And on top, where you see this eye, that's where this small elite is residing. They pull the strings, and what they decide happens. They control everyone and everything. But we have a choice. Yes, we do have a choice, and so have you. We either remain blind to what is really going on, or we decide this has to stop and it has to change. And change in a non-violent way. John F. Kennedy, Dr. Martin Luther King, Mahatma Gandhi, role models for non-violent protest. Only in a non-violent way this world can become a peaceful place where all people can thrive and coexist. But it starts with willingness to change, willingness to be part of this change. It starts with you. It starts with me. What steps did I take? Well, I realized that I had to break out of the system. I left corporate life, no more 9 to 5 for me, but please only do that if you have enough reserve to last at least 6 months without an income. I also changed my view on cryptocurrencies. A few years back, I just thought it was something hyping and it would disappear again, but I didn't know back then what I've discovered after that. Cryptocurrencies are the currency of the future. In a peaceful world where the elite has no longer control over or control by our means of payment. I started mining bitcoins and soon Ethereum will be added. I see this as a safety net for when the system collapses. And I'm saying when it collapses, not if. There is no other outcome. It will collapse, so it is vital to be prepared. Bitcoin and Ethereum are worldwide accepted by merchants already, so a must to survive. I also learned that all of my ideas and opinions had been forced upon me by others. By my parents, by schools, by family, by media, by governments. They all feed our minds with their own ideas and opinions, and gradually we start to accept them as our own. We have forgotten how to be a self-directed thinker. So I changed my thinking because I learned that it is essential to act from love and kindness and to develop a positive mental attitude. And it took work, hard work, daily work, very confrontational at times, but so much worth the journey to my authentic self. A Acceptance that we all are one, and rejecting of someone, judging someone, implies rejecting or judging something that I am part of. Tesla already proved the cosmic energy is connecting all of us. And the smallest particle of each of us is just energy. Let that sink in. We all are the same energy. I stopped watching television and spent more time on reading and meditation because all answers come in silence. Have you ever tried to spend 1 or 2 days in complete silence? No radio, no television, no internet, no mobile phones, no people around you, just you and your thoughts. And most people avoid this. What about you? Could you do it? Just have a pen and some paper to write down your thoughts or ideas. It takes about 2 to 3 months to form a new habit, so any change you want to make will take the same period of time to accept, to embed in your system as a habit. And there is a course starting end of September based on pay it forward scholarships. That means you cannot buy this course, it has already been paid for. It is 6 months to help you create your new you and your new life. Just as a test, try it. Try the positive mental diet for 7 days. No negative thought allowed. If you feel a negative thought, then replace that within 7 seconds with a positive one. If it takes longer than 7 seconds, you will have to start the 7 days anew. And a negative thought spoken, that is a restart as well. Become aware of how much negativity there is in your thinking. And that includes negative thinking about yourself, negative self-talk. If we learn the universal laws, we also know we cannot have a negative and a positive thought at the same time. So train your brain to be positive, not just consciously, but more importantly unconsciously. Our subconscious mind is determining all of our actions, it's making all your decisions, and by that it determines all your results. So many people live a life of quiet desperation. Thoreau already said this. They are just sitting on their couch wondering, is this everything there is to life? Shouldn't there be more? Yet all of us have all that we need inside of us. We all were born with a gift. We need to find that gift and then give it away. There are people waiting for what you have to offer. They are waiting for your gift. Once you start breaking away from old patterns and old habits, you will see opportunities all around you to get you to your purpose. This course that I mentioned will also help you to get your purpose extremely clear. If you want to get on the early notification list for this course, just sign up for the newsletter at thedutchess.net. It's the best thing you can do for you. It's the best gift you could ever get yourself. Create your own economy. We don't have to depend on how our economy is controlled. We can create our own. If we dare to get out of our comfort zones, a world of opportunities is uncovered. Personally, I believe in network marketing. It's the most fair type of business to build active and passive income. But make sure you join a company that shares the values that are necessary to make this world a better place for all, not just for you, for all. I will not participate in any transaction that doesn't benefit all who are involved. That is one of my main life mottos. I expect a company that I join to live by these principles as well. No hollow phrases, it is practice as you preach. By developing into a better person or going back to the wonderful human being you were as a baby, you will attract better people into your life. And I can testify that definitely is the case. Just yesterday, I had a long meeting of several hours with two beautiful people that I met just a few months ago. We are working together now, and because of them, I met two other beautiful people that are shaping some opportunities for ourselves, but for thousands of people as well. And if you really are at the same level in how you think, in how you feel, how you operate, then miracles are created. It is just so beautiful, and I'm utterly grateful for it. We have to accept accountability. In order to start this entire process of personal growth, it is imperative that we accept full accountability for where we are in life right now. No one else got you there. You did. I'm divorced, but no one forced me to marry him. I made that choice. I've made mistakes and also unintentionally hurt people. There's no one to blame, just me. It's up to me to make it up to them. I've promoted companies that turned out to be a scam. I overlooked certain things when doing my due diligence. The first I joined, I was naive, I was ignorant. The second one, I was already better informed, but still missed a few things. Now I know what to look for and what questions to get answered. I've co-owned my own MLM company and it had to shut down. Not because of the concept, that was brilliant and sustainable. I simply misjudged partnerships. I learned the hard way while working on righting the wrongs to members, because I care about their well-being. All the failures, I embraced them because they were just lessons to prepare me for the tsunami of positivity now showing in my life. A wonderful MLM company where I have a direct line with both CEO and founder who truly listen and value my input. A company that wants to lead by the product. That is my kind of language. It's compliance. Esports or gaming, multi-trillion industry. Mining bitcoins or Ethereum, coins of the future, the trends of the future. I'm consulting for a startup company that is absolutely perfect for those who still think cryptocurrencies are scary. And it's perfect for those who don't want to put in any work at all. It's diversification. Make use of both mining and that one. Because of this new startup, in combination with my plan to write my old company's members, new ideas came up to expand on as from spring 2017. Get on the email list to stay informed. The world will love this. It's the Dutchess.net. I'm developing my own compliance training and already have two companies highly interested in purchasing it for their membership, for their member base. And it all started with the decision to change. Things would only change if I would change. If I want to see a different world, I have to change my world within. Your world without is a reflection of your world within. So if you want to change the world around you, you need to change on the inside. Keep doing the same things and expecting a different outcome, that's a synonym for insanity. Einstein said that, and it's being used in many business opportunity presentations. In order for things to change, you need to change. And even perfect health starts with positive thinking, because the body follows the mind. What could I offer you? First, a way to build active and passive income in a company that has been around for several years with high values and integrity. Or secondly, your invitation to a life-changing 6-month course that is already paid for, the Pay It Forward scholarships. And thirdly, methods to have your money work for you. What does the Dutchess stand for? First of all, high personal values, and I do not compromise on them. I believe in give more, get more. If there's something you want, you need to give more of that away. I'm always willing to add value. I will help you to get where you want to be, and I'll teach you all I know and have learned. I'm showing you the way. This world is changing, and we can alter its course. This world needs people who care, people who are loving, who believe there is another way. This world needs you, because together we can make it happen. Are you willing to join this growing group of people who want to make a difference? Are you looking for minds alike who think alike? Do you just know now there is more to life than you were aware of? Then connect with me through the website thedutchess.net, on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, LinkedIn. Join the conversation. Don't stay silent. And once your last day on this earth with this earthly experience comes, don't die with the music still inside of you. Most people on their deathbed don't talk about what they have accomplished. They talk about the things they regret not having done. As I promised, this was not a sales pitch. Just be prepared to what is coming, know what is going on, and take steps to get through the change for you and your family. The Duchess is here to serve you. Thank you for attending this webinar. Well, this is a video because the webinar software didn't quite work well. We will play around with that. So any questions or comments, just drop me an email, mariska@thedutchess.net, and I definitely will get back to you. Or just look me up on social media. Give it all some thoughts. There is a lot going on in this world, but you can make a change for yourself to get your family and yourself through it in safety and even prospering. I wish you all the best and thank you for watching. See you in the next video.